autumn is in full swing, as you can see behind me, and the Kaiku slash ryegrass with the ryegrass oversow is starting to look really good. The ryegrass is getting quite a lot thicker, starting to take over because our weather's getting a little bit cooler, and this area looks so much dark greener with that ryegrass in there. So we're going to feed it today. Going to give it some liquid fertilizer and give it a mow and stripe it up, get it looking good. Great time of year this time of year to get out some liquids or some product with some high K in it to really help strengthen up for the winter time. I actually sent a newsletter email this week to talk all about what sort of fertilizer you need this time of year. If you want to get on that list, you can just jump on my website, lawntips.net, and a pop-up will come up and it can subscribe to the list, and it gives a few recommendations throughout the year of how to look after your lawn. But I'm going to get some liquids in here today. Not going to go with granular because we put out some high K when we sowed this, so it's still sort of sitting in the soil. So I'm just going to get out, which the high K product used was Proliferate. But today we're getting out my liquid fert mix to really help this thing get some colour, brighten up, and get ready for the winter time. So as you can see, the ryegrass is looking very good in there. It's brightened this area up so much more compared to last year this time. If you look at all the fine leaf blade in there, that's all ryegrass. That will actually get thicker and tiller out more and more as the Kaiku starts to disappear. So we've got to plant about every centimetre of the ryegrass, and it hasn't even tilled out yet. So it'll really thicken up very, very soon. Does take a little bit longer when it's competing with other grass. Say if it was there by itself, it would have already gone out into a bunch plant quite a bit, but you can see a massive difference in colour on this Kaiku compared to what it normally looks like when it's cut this short this time of year. Haven't had any frost yet here in Orange, but we've got close. Had some 0 degree nights, so we've had some nasty ones, but this should stripe up now. We'll see though. Let's give it a go. I just remembered, probably I haven't mowed this mower for a while. The guys at Catcher Covers sent me a cover for my catcher so the grass clippings don't go flying all over the mower. Not a bad idea. So let's chuck this on, see how it works, I guess. There we go. See how that goes, I guess. Well, that's done. We got about a catcher and a half off that. Mostly ryegrass we cut into there. The Kaiku is really not growing at the moment. You want a sniff, dog? Have a sniff. This catcher too, catcher cover, really good. I realised I had some of the side panels out of there, so I put them in afterwards. But yeah, it just keeps it tidy as. All the leaves don't go flicking out everywhere, which is good for this time of year. Not that I got all the leaves off there, so I might have to bring the actual X380, the John Deere I've got with the catcher on it, and just come pick it all up, because real mowers don't tend to pick up leaves very well. But yeah, lots of ryegrass in there. A little bit of Kaiku still poking through, but a lot of ryegrass, which is nice, and leaves as well. Did it stripe though? Not as much as I would have liked it to, but it definitely did. It's just a big difference in the look and the texture of the area, and just the colour of the leaf as well with that ryegrass there. I'm kind of wanting to get some frost so the ryegrass can really start to shine and the Kaiku can back off a little bit. But then I don't want to get cold at the same time as well. What do you reckon, hey? But as you can see, colour is awesome. Hard to see stripes from this way because the sun's on that side. But there is stripes here, not super prominent, but definitely have some stripes in there, and a lot more than it would be if it was just Kaiku. I'm tempted to do a thicker oversow with the ryegrass, but at the same time, as soon as that Kaiku starts disappearing, that ryegrass will thicken up. So we'll leave it as a test. We'll see how much the ryegrass can start to improve. Giving it some fertilizer today too should push a little bit of extra growth on that ryegrass. Ryegrass is a lot more hungry than old Kaiku, so it's probably actually looking for a feed as well. Now this has been down for like 6 weeks, maybe even longer. but it does look good. Does look good. Still kike in there, lots of ryegrass coming through though. So as I said, I'm putting out my spring and autumn mix today, which has Brilliance, Nourish, and also some Vitalize in there, which I'm also gonna add some Enhance on top of that, just for a little bit of an extra kick in color and a little bit more nitrogen, just to push this area here, as I say, because the ryegrass needs a little bit more nitrogen in it. So got the 3 products. Great for this time of year, great for spring. You can even use it in winter if you want to, but great to strengthen up your root system as well. So let's put it out, 200 ml per 100 square meters of each product. Got 200 square meters here, so I'll double that and put it at that. You can go higher rates with these, but I like to keep it nice and easy and just go 200 ml per 100 square meters, just to make it simple across the board. What you doing, dude? Did you shut the door? Also, this spray is a little bit of overkill, but my other one's not charged. And it's a little bit windy today, and these nozzles are just a little bit better with spray drift when it's a bit windy, so that's why I'm using that today. Definitely overkill though. Could you get the dogs in just while I'm spraying? Is that all right? Bye. Yeah, you just put your dogs inside while you're spraying it. More than anything, just to be safe, these products are fine. They're all actually registered organic apart from the Enhance, but it's just good to keep them off until it dries out at least. I got wet as just said. All done, all sprayed, so you can let that dry on the leaf. Do not worry about watering it in. I honestly wouldn't water in with any liquid iron product like that Enhance if you can leave for 24 hours, so you get the best results and the most color out of it. Now, the Lawn Tips mix, which is with the Vitalize, the Nourish, and the Brilliance as well, you can leave it on leaf, or you can also water it in as well if you want to help it get down to the soil. Because of all the microbes that are in there, they can really help enhance your soil and get more nutrients out of it as well. So that's sort of why I like to blend the Lawn Tips mix with the Enhancer, so we get that little bit of color push and and growth as well with the nitrogen that's in the Enhance. Plus we help feed the soil and get the most out of what we've already got here as well. But I feel like it already looks darker. It's funny. Probably just the way the sun's sitting at the moment, but it looks good. Now we should see results in the next 24 hours. You start to see your best results about 3 to 4 days afterwards when you're using liquid products like this. Man, it's looking good. That 15 mil height of cut on the kike and the rye is just, whew. Well, thank you all so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. If you want to check out any of those products I talked about today, they are on my website, lawntips.net. Appreciate your guys' support, but excited to see this throughout the winter this year, to get that green back in full swing after renovation. I'll do an update video on that very, very soon for you guys so you can see what it's looking like. But appreciate you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next vid.